I haven't did that in such a long time. It is hot. And my camera just fell. And oh well. I'm sorry. I apologize. My goodness. Uh I'm gonna find a way to bloop that first part out. But this is your hostess with the most, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. What's afternoon talk for you, and man, it's interesting because what I was gonna discuss briefly is when it happens all at once. All at once it happens, and all at once it happens. My camera just fell down. Boom, bam, right when I was trying to get at y'all. But it's all good because this is real time. And this is what happens when you in the moment. Sheesh happens, okay? So anybody that sit up and try to act like it don't, it do. It happens on your lunch break. But anyway, what I was talking about was when things happen all at once. Okay. And let's focus on the realm of, I know y'all done been there where you have a situation where either you single and everybody and their mama don't want to be bothered with you. You are out there, you are filet mignon, you swinging, you this and that. And then you with somebody and everybody wants you, right? Or say you're single and you have your eyes on a few people. Few people. It was all good when everybody was coming at you, coming at you. They all come at you at the same time, right? And then when you start having issues with one, seem like you start having issues with all of them. And I'm not saying y'all got a football field of people. I'm just saying, you may have one or two or three. I don't know. You dating. You may have a couple of people of interest, but you haven't really, locked anything down. So all of a sudden they all acting crazy. Everybody acting crazy at the same time, all at once. You start having issues with this one, you don't know where that came from. They just start acting the fool. Then you start having issues with the other one. Like, what is going on? Then you start having issues with another one. Before you know it, you got issues with everybody you're dealing with, or trying to deal with, or want to deal with. It's something that has caused you to say, can't do it. And it seemed like it all hits you at one time. Then when everybody get right and everything is cool, everybody's coming at you at once. Shoom. And you supposed to try to balance all that, right? Now some people are really good at balancing. Dang, it's hot, y'all. I gotta love y'all sitting in this hot old car right now trying to do a video on my lunch hour. It's hot. So what I was saying is, you know, you got all these ones that's coming at you all at the same time on a good foot. Everybody want a piece of you some kind of way. And I'm not talking about a piece of you like that. I'm just talking about a piece of your time, a piece of your space, a piece of just, being a part of what you do. They want that. They all want it at the same time. You ain't the type to want to jiggle 3, 4, 5, 6 people at one time. So, you keep the friendship zone and you try to be cordial and nice and respectful. And you may even go out one or two here and there. But you're not trying to, everybody can't be on the same level doing the same things. For instance, you can't be sleeping with all 5 or 6 of them. Now, I mean, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Some do. Let me get something to fan myself because this is ridiculous. I'm hot. Okay, I got something. Uh, I'm so real sometimes I gotta laugh. But anyway, so you sit up there and you're trying to say, well, okay, well, I'm not really in a relationship with anyone, so I'm not wrong to go out on dates with 4, 5 people if that's what I choose to do. This is your rational thinking, right? Or you may say, and I'm not wrong if I decide to get grown with more than one at a time, because I ain't in no relationship with somebody, right? I mean, I don't know what you think about that. Yeah, yeah, too many coals in the fire is just too much. It's too much. You know, whether you're single or you ready to mingle, you're single, ready to mingle, or you're in a relationship with somebody, you really should be faithful to that person. But if you're single, it don't necessarily mean that you need to be out there getting down with three, four, five people at a time because, let me get this sun out my face. Because, the bottom line is you don't know if something's going to go down and you can't identify with who or whom. Say, for instance, you get an STD and you're messing with three, four, five people at a time. And three of them, you're not using condoms, two, you are. You don't know where you got that from. So now you got to sit up there and tell everybody, even the ones with the condoms, because the condom could have slipped off, went to the side, got stuck. You had to get it out. And I'm going to tell y'all, condoms do come off. They come off and they get stuck and everything else. So in the midst of that, you don't know what's transpiring. So you got to tell everybody what's going on, right? So you looking like the nasty one. You looking like, and they could have gave you something. You didn't have necessarily give it to them. Maybe they not having symptoms, but you are. But the thing is, you don't need to be doing that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at a time. Now, some will say, I'm single, I'm ready to mingle, I do what I want to do, I'm grown. Okay? Then you start having problems, like I said, back to the topic at hand. All at once. Start having a problem with one, seem like they all start acting up. You're like, well, dang. Me and such it was cool. We didn't have no problems. We was cool. All of a sudden, now that I'm having problems with such, and now I'm having problems with this one too. Now this one over here acting up. Now that one acting up. Now I ain't talking to none of them because they all done pissed me off. So they all on some kind of we distancing ourselves and boom. Before you know it, you just back solo molo again. And then you make up with one of them, like I was saying a little while ago, you make up with one of them, and then they all want to get right. Now, they don't know nothing about each other. They don't know each other. You're single, and you're doing what you do, and all of a sudden, they all want to get right at the same time, like they know each other. Like they calling each other, hey, what's going on? What's up, dude? Yeah, I'm having problems with her. You too? Okay. Well, I tell you what. We gonna do this because we gonna teach her a lesson. We both gonna we. It's like they in cahoots, right? Or she calling, girl, look, he acting up, and Jerry boy over there acting up too. I don't know. They must know each other. I don't know what's going on, but they both acting the fool, and it's similar to how the other one is acting. All of a sudden, it's that girl. What is going on? Do they know each other or what? You got that kind of mindset because I don't know if it's just something in the energy in the stars or what have you. It's the same thing with when you're at a point where you being mellow and then all of a sudden everybody wants you. Everybody wants you. You might have decided that you wanted to get to know somebody on a more personable level that you have been interested in. And all of a sudden you putting your eggs in that basket to see what it do, right? And then here comes all these other piranhas out of the sea that you wanted to get with, that you wanted to go out with, that you wanted to check out. All of a sudden everybody's sprinkling you some love all at once. Before you know it, you got a whole grocery list of, dang, I was sitting up here single, didn't nobody want to be bothered with me for a minute. I thought I had something written on my forehead. Something saying, do not enter, do not touch, do not disturb, because nobody was coming my way. Now all of a sudden, I got focused on somebody. I don't really know if they the one, but I'm trying to see what's going on with it, and now all of them want me. What do you do? I like to know. Y'all let me know. If you single, I'm not talking about if y'all tied up in something that's serious. If you tied up into something serious, focus on what you tied up in until you get untied. If you ever get untied. Because it may be forever that you're going to be tied. Okay? But I'm saying when you have a single, a singleness about you, and all of a sudden all these folks want you, it all happened at once. Boom! Bam! Here they come. You didn't see it coming. You just got blindsided. Do you just take one at a time? And then if they all start acting crazy, like I said, do you just put them all on the shelf until they simmer down and try to find you some more connections? Or should you just sit down somewhere? Because, to get out the pot and go into the frying pan, sometimes it ain't cool to just jump from one thing to another into something else. I was talking about that on one of my shorts. You need to sit down somewhere for real. Especially if you're a busybody out here and call yourself player, whatever you want to call yourself. Playettes, players, I don't know, whatever they call now. But you're doing all this stuff, right? You got all these folks, and some of them it's an ego boost. It's definitely an ego boost to be having a whole lot going on at one time and everybody wants you and all that. And it's a deflate of the ego when everybody tripping and you ain't got nobody at you. It ain't nothing wrong with you. You still cool, but it's just all at one thing, all at once. Either they coming full speed or ain't nobody coming at all. What do you do? What do you do? I just want y'all to think about this afternoon because that was a thought that came in my mind as I was sitting here. Excuse the traffic going by. As I was sitting here just reflecting on some things and thinking about, conversations I done had with folks and just life and how you get bombarded and weighed down on certain things all at once when it comes to this dating world. And that's why a lot of folks just prefer to stay in the relationships they are because they don't want to deal with all this madness out here. Or some are single and they just chose to be single. They don't want a relationship at all. And if you're coming at them acting like you want one, they running like Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. And they running at a full speed because they don't want to get caught up. And emotionally, it's scary for some because, especially if you haven't allowed yourself to heal correctly from something that you've come from, then you are bringing this baggage and this emotional drama into the next, right? And you're not allowing that to really have what it needs to sprout and grow because you're not putting the right fertilizer on your crops. You're sitting up there putting a whole bunch of other stuff that's causing your roots to die, okay? So take your time. The all at once, you're going to have to figure out what works best for you. If they all acting up and crazy and everything at the same time, just chill. Back up. Let that negative energy tangle within itself, whether they know each other or not, who knows. Back up from it. Just back up, right? If they all coming at you, chasing you, loving you, want you at the same time, and you're single, you may delight in that joy. You may check out each one of them. It's whatever you want to do, whatever page you're on, whatever makes you happy. Just be safe and just be careful. And most importantly, communicate with one another as to what your wants, needs, and desires are. Don't wait until a person is emotionally tied up in you and all of a sudden now you want to come out and 6 months, 9 months, 10 months in, you want to say what you don't want and how you ain't gonna do it when you could have did that the first 90 days of knowing that person. Within the 90 days you could have let it be known straight up where you was coming from, what you wanted, where you were going, and gave a person a chance to choose. Give a person the opportunity to choose by communicating to them your wants, needs, and desires. On that note, this is a happy Friday. Let's keep it positive. I'm so busy today. It's crazy. And I'm just ready for this day. At least my 9 to 5 to be over because it is something else on a Friday. You hear me? And I'm ready to enjoy the weekend. If nothing else, Netflixing and chilling, whatever brings or sprinkles my way. Um, Even a date or two. Who knows? I'm just saying. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Uh, but anyway, I'm looking forward to just relaxing myself. So I want you guys to do the same thing. I'm gonna get at you tomorrow. Peace, love, happiness. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell so you'll know when I'm here to talk on some grown folk delightful topics. You guys have a great day. Bye.